welcome to my kitchen. My name is Mindy Banks and I'm the Flip Flop Chef. Today I want to show you guys how to make your own homemade elderberry syrup. If you don't know about elderberry, I'm going to show you what this bottle looks like. Last year when everybody was getting the flu, everybody was posting on Facebook talking about how they could not find elderberry syrups in the stores and they were ordering it online, and I wanted to show you guys today how you can make your own homemade elderberry syrup. So I've got all the ingredients here and I've never made this before, so we're going to make it together for the first time today. But this is an 8-ounce bottle of elderberry syrup and this costs $16.32 on Amazon. I'm going to make actually a little bit more than it's going to hold this bottle. So if you look here at the sizes of these bottles and what we're going to end up with, I'm going to end up with actually more than this bottle will hold. But the amount that this bottle will hold, just for the example of how much money you can save if you make this yourself, it would take 7 bottles of elderberry syrup to fill this bottle. It would cost $114.24 if I bought enough of these bottles to fill this large bottle. So the elderberries that I purchased, I actually have not opened the bag yet because I want to measure this together and see how much we're working with. I bought this bag of dried elderberries. I'm going to zoom in on this and I'll post the links in the comments after the video is over. I bought this on Amazon, but the elderberries, this bag costs $33.94. So basically the cost of 2 of these bottles is going to cover the cost of the elderberries. Now there are a few other ingredients, but nothing too expensive. And most of the items that we're going to use to make this I actually already had in my cabinet. So we're going to first measure out the elderberries to see how many batches we can get from one bag, because that's really important when you're comparing the cost of this. Ooh, these smell good. So let's pour this in here. So let's see what we've got. Oops. We've got about 5 cups. So 5 cups of elderberries is going to make 2.5 recipes of this elderberry syrup. So we've got lots more than we're going to need today. So let's go ahead and get started. I want to show you guys what we're going to make this in. We're going to use our quick cooker and move a couple of these things around. If you're not familiar with Pampered Chef's quick cooker yet, it's our new electric pressure cooker. It's a brand new item, came out on the 1st of this month. I want to turn this so that you guys can see it, and I'm going to zoom in so that you can get a close-up of this. The electric pressure cooker that we have here is really, really cool. It has lots of features. Whoops, I think I pressed the wrong button there. 1 second. Hopefully, okay. I have a little thing showing up here, and I'm not really sure what that means. So hopefully you guys can see this still. But this is our electric pressure cooker, and it has 16 settings here. And you can choose sear, steam, slow cook, proof, chicken and poultry, beef and pork, fish and seafood, soup and stock, white rice, brown rice, whole grains, beans, stew and chili, and a dessert button. So you've got all these options here. A couple of things that I like to point out is our handles are on the sides. So if you do need to move this or rotate it on your countertop, you're able to do that easily with the handles on the bottom. The lid is very easy to take off. You just twist and pull the lid up. I want to show you guys, I'm going to zoom in on this lid because this is pretty cool. So there is a little pressure indicator button. This is this little red button right here. When this button is popped up, you actually know that this is under pressure and you don't want to take the lid off or attempt to take the lid. It does lock in place, so you're not really going to be able to take it off, but this is just an indicator to let you know that the quick cooker is under pressure. So when this is done cooking, you want to make sure that that button goes all the way down and it lets you know that it's no longer under pressure. One of the differences in Pampered Chef's quick cooker compared to other electric pressure cookers on the market is where the steam release button is located in relation to the actual location of where the steam comes out of the pot. So this is the steam release, or this is where the steam comes out, and this is the steam release button. So they're nowhere near each other, which is really cool. You're not going to have to worry about getting that steam on your hands when you try to pop the steam release open, or getting it in your face or anything. We want to make sure that this is a safe product for you to use. So the steam release button is right here. So I'm gonna set this down and we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna turn this so that it faces me so I can see it a little bit better. It comes with this stainless steel inner pot. So you're gonna just place this right on the inside. It looks like I pushed the button, so I'm gonna maybe make sure I reset that. Another thing you wanna make sure before you start is you always wanna make sure that this little silicone seal is pressed all the way in. You can take this out for cleaning, and I do recommend that you wash it every single time that you use it. You can throw it in the dishwasher, just the silicone ring, not this entire lid, just the silicone ring. Take that out and put it in the dishwasher, and this inner pot also goes in the dishwasher. So it's very easy for you to clean this. So let's just go ahead and get started. We're gonna start off with our elderberries, and we need 2 cups of elderberries. So we're gonna measure these out with our Pampered Chef measuring cups. And remember, if you just joined us, by the way, there are enough elderberries in the bag to make 2.5 batches of the elderberry syrup. If you're watching live, I would love for you to comment and let me know where you're watching from. And if you're watching the replay, just comment that you're a replay viewer and let me know where you're watching from so I can keep up with who's keeping up with me. So we're gonna add some water. So we need 6 cups of water. So I've got 4 cups in this measuring cup. And then I have 2 cups in this measuring cup. These are our easy read measuring cups. We need to add 2 cinnamon sticks. So I bought these cinnamon sticks at Food Depot. That's a really great place for you to get spices inexpensive. So we're just gonna take a couple of these cinnamon sticks out. We're gonna place them into the pot. We're also going to add the zest and the juice from a lemon and an orange. So let's first do let's do it in here. I didn't get a, here. I should have brought a spatula. I'm gonna take this out just for the sake of making sure this all gets where it needs to go. And then when we're ready to cook, we'll put it back in. I should have grabbed a spatula out of the cabinet. We're gonna add the zest and the juice from an orange and a lemon. So you're just gonna take your citrus fruit and take your zester. I'll zoom in so that you guys can check this out. You're just going to grate only the peel, only the colored part of the peel. The white part of the fruit is really bitter, so you definitely don't want to add that in. Now, you guys, one way that you can support me and my business and my videos is by sharing this video with your friends and family. So I would love for you guys to like the video, share the video, tell your friends about it. If you are not familiar with using elderberry syrup, it is a fantastic syrup to treat flu symptoms, cold symptoms. You can also use it for UTIs, and I've heard that you can use it to treat shingles. So I am excited to be able to make this for a lot less than it's going to cost me to buy it in the grocery stores or in the stores or online. All right, so what we're gonna do next is we're gonna juice the citrus fruit. So let me grab a knife. All right. So it says half of the lemon. I'm gonna do all of it because I don't want to waste it, and I don't think a little extra lemon juice is gonna hurt anything, right? So we're gonna take our citrus press, put the lemon in here, and we're gonna just squeeze this right over our pot, and then I'll discard our lemons this way. So I am going to be planning ahead for this flu season. I already had that bottle of elderberry that I showed you guys earlier. So my kids are already taking elderberry every day, and we're gonna start taking it too because I'm gonna have access to all of this, and we can all have that extra layer of a natural protection. I'm gonna use our juicer for the orange. The cool thing about this juicer is I've had it for almost 20 years, and it still works so good. And just twist this together. This one may have fit in our citrus press. Not all oranges are going to fit in the citrus press. I'm just going to pour this in. So far we have 2 cups of elderberry, 6 cups of water, 2 cinnamon sticks, the zest and the juice from a lime and an orange. And actually, I'm going to put these in. I forgot that was part of the recipe. We're just going to cook those in because we're actually going to strain all of this out after it cooks anyways, so you don't have to worry about the actual berries or anything else that's in here. We also want to put a tablespoon of vanilla bean paste. Now, I already had this in my cabinet. I bought this at Trader Joe's. I'll zoom in here so that you guys can see. It's just a vanilla bean paste. I like using this sometimes when I'm baking. I actually am going to do another video soon showing you guys how to make your own homemade vanilla in our quick cooker. I have all the ingredients for that too. I just have to take the time to show you guys. All right, and then we need about a 1-inch piece of raw ginger. So this is, the recipe that I'm using doesn't say to peel it, but I'm pretty sure that I probably should. So I keep this in the freezer, and I'm using our little serrated peeler. The freezer is a great place to preserve your ginger, and you can grab it whenever you need it. So we're just gonna peel off the ginger skin. Maybe you don't have to do this step, but it didn't say so, but I wanted to take it off just in case. All right, and so we're just gonna toss that ginger right in. We're not even going to grate it or anything. All right, so all you're gonna do is take this pot, place it right inside of our quick cooker. We're gonna take our lid, place it on the top, lock it, and then we're gonna choose custom, which is a high pressure cook. So we're gonna do custom, we're gonna press time, and then we're gonna reduce this down for just 7 minutes. So isn't that amazing? 7 minutes, press start. It's gonna take 10 or 12 minutes for the quick cooker to actually come to pressure. After it comes to pressure, the timer will start counting down from those 7 minutes. After this is fully finished, we're going to, let me just make sure that yes. We are going to manually release the pressure. So if you don't know the difference in these two things, there's a natural pressure release and manual pressure release. And a lot of recipes actually abbreviate those. So if you see NPR or MPR, that's gonna tell you natural or manual pressure release. And so a manual release is where you, when this finishes counting down and it beeps, you're gonna actually press the steam release button. It's gonna go ahead and let all of the steam out of here. A natural pressure release is where you don't do anything when the timer is up. You just leave it and you wait for that red pin to drop to let you know that all of the pressure has been released from the pot. So we'll manually release all of that pressure, and then what I'll do is I'm going to store our elderberries in another container, and I'll use this strainer because it's a really fine strainer. Now, Pampered Chef doesn't sell something like this at the current moment, but you could certainly get one at another store. You may already have one, or you could line a bowl with, I would think you could use coffee filters or something, line a strainer and put that in another bowl, just so that it doesn't let any of the hard pieces through. And that's where you're gonna see your cinnamon sticks and all of your lemon and orange halves. You're gonna strain those, and then you'll just discard all of that. So you're gonna drain all of it into the bowl, discard the berries and the citrus fruit and the cinnamon, and then you're gonna let it cool to room temperature. So this is a really important step. You wanna let it cool completely, and then you're gonna stir in some raw honey. Now, I got this at Aldi. It was about, it was under $6. I think it was like $5.50. I'll zoom in so you guys can see what this looks like. And whoops, I keep turning it the wrong way. Sorry, guys. So this is just a raw honey. And then you're going to use a funnel and pour your elderberry syrup into the bottle. Now, you do want to make sure that you wash your whatever bottle you choose to use. Make sure you wash it well. Some people say you should sterilize them. Basically, it's just pouring hot water over them after you wash them. And you're going to store your elderberry syrup in the refrigerator. And like I mentioned at the beginning, this is equivalent to 7 bottles of elderberry syrup that you can buy on Amazon. So if you joined after I began, this elderberry syrup bottle that I have here, I paid $16.32 for it. And if I bought 7 of them to fill this bottle, it would cost $114.24. The cost that I have wrapped up in making this homemade is the bag of elderberries that I purchased, also on Amazon, and I'll post the link so that you guys can check it out. This bag costs $33.94. So about the cost of 2 of these bottles, but I can make 2.5 batches this size with 1 bag. So I'll be making this again. And then the cinnamon sticks, these were really inexpensive at Food Depot. And I know some of the grocery stores like Publix, I think last week, had 50% off their spices. So you can save money on these ingredients. The vanilla bean paste, I bought this, actually I thought I bought this at Trader Joe's. It says TJ Maxx on there. And so it was $5.99 at TJ Maxx. I have no memory of buying that at TJ Maxx, but I'm glad I looked at that for you guys to check it out, so that you know of another option of a place that you can get it. And that's not very expensive. The raw honey was under $6. I had the ginger in my freezer, but ginger is really inexpensive. And of course, limes and lemons and oranges are not very expensive either. So the cost is very minimal to make this recipe, and you can help keep your family healthy all year long, not just during flu season. But like I mentioned before, it is a really great alternative to medicine when you're wanting to treat flu and cold. Last flu season, I mean, it was like, that was what everybody was posting about on Facebook, because they couldn't find elderberry syrup. So if you get ahead of the game, buy these ingredients, get your quick cooker so that you can make these yourself, and you're gonna save money, and hopefully your family will be more well this flu season and this winter coming up than they were last. If you have any questions about this recipe, let me know. I will post a link to the recipe, or I'll post the recipe, I'll post a link to the elderberries so that you can check those out. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like it and please share it so your friends can check it out as well. Have a great day.